This is called the trolley, are you on?
Yep.
Yeah, this is called the trolley boards, which support the trolley base. This morning, we took that apart, and in order to make it so that we could move it, we've taken the top off the lower part. That base, the base of the base, is got to be removed also, partly because of weight and partly because it's on top of the screws that hold these trolley boards on. When the locomotive was built, it had one trolley base, just as it does here. Then, later on, at the very last year of its operation, in fact, I think only a few months of operation, they put two bases on. But when we brought it to seashore with the two bases on, we converted it back to only one, which is how it ran all but a few months of its life. These boards are very heavy oak. They're seashore that were put on, and they're screwed down through oak cleats, which we made. And in trying to unscrew the screws that hold these down, we find that number one, they're rusted in place, and number two, it's almost impossible to turn them with a screwdriver. So what we're using is a tiger saw, which is like a sawzall, to cut the screws off. Then when we get down to the cleats underneath, if we can't get the screws out of that, then we're going to have to split those because there's no way to get under without destroying the roof. So we will demonstrate how rapidly this works. There's an example of one of the screws that this one we did take out, but that was a rarity. Actually, there's another one over here on the side that came out. But if we get any more than that, it'll be a bonus. Nothing to it. Along beside this is a big heavy wire. This is what they call the trolley lead. It's connected to the bottom of the trolley base, which in turn has the trolley pole on it, which we have long since removed. So the electricity goes down through here, follows this wire, goes into the end of the cab, and there's a big switch called the circuit breaker inside, which is connected to it. This is original wire, and we will use it because there's nothing up here that's grounded or anything that anybody would touch. So the insulation is just a bonus. It doesn't really need to have any. So we will save it, use it again. We found the bolts that held the trolley base on kind of neck down, and it wouldn't have been too long before they would have rusted through and the trolley base would have pulled right off the roof.